All right, if you've made it to this point, congratulations. You've made it through the entirety of the risk management framework, the newest version, version 2, that includes the prepare step. This is task M7, system disposal. We implement a system disposal strategy and execute the required actions when a system is removed from operation. Potential inputs include the security and privacy plans, the organization and system level risk assessment results, and the system component inventory. Expected outputs are a disposal strategy, an updated system component inventory, and updated security and privacy plans. Primary responsibility for this task is the system owner. They are supported by the authorizing official's designated representative, the information owner or information steward, the system security officer, the system privacy officer, and the senior accountable official for risk management. This does align with the SDLC. For a new system, this is not applicable because we're getting rid of the system. For an existing system, it aligns with disposal. There is no CSF alignment for this task. So, when a system is removed from operation, several risk management actions are required. Organizations ensure that the controls addressing system disposal are implemented. So we've hit this point where the information system is going to be taken out of use. We're going to stop using the system because it's outlived its useful life cycle. Examples of things we need to do include media sanitization, configuration management and control, component authenticity, and record retention. What are we doing with the media? Are there hard drives? Are there external drives? Are there some type of removable media? What are we doing with this? How is it formatted? How is it handled? What is configuration management and control? Do we take the system out of that configuration management and control system? What do we do with the components of the system? Can we reuse them? And then what about records retention? Is there information that we have to retain? We have to know all that. The organizational tracking and management system, including system inventories, are updated to indicate the system is being removed from service. Security and privacy posture reports reflect the security and privacy status of the system. So we're taking the system out of those inventory tracking systems, those configuration management systems, so that we no longer track the system because it's being disposed of. Users and application owners hosted on the disposed system are notified as appropriate, and any control inheritance relationships are reviewed and assessed for impact. So it's important to let those users know, hey, your system's going away. And if we're providing any type of inheritable controls to someone else, we need to let them know that those controls are no longer going to be valid or available. This task also applies to system elements that are removed from operation. Organizations removing a system from operation update all the inventory of information system to reflect the removal. System owners and security personnel ensure that disposed systems comply with relevant federal laws, regulations, directives, policies, and standards. So we may not be removing the entire system. We may just be removing a part of the system, a system element. In that case, we need to make sure we update all the documentation to reflect that. And then if we're removing the whole system, or really any components, we make sure that we are complying with all of the required federal laws, regulations, directives, policies, and standards, especially in relation to the disposal of those system components and the data that was housed on the system. References for this task include Special Publication 830 and Special Publication 888, as well as IR 8062. This module we discussed Task M7, its inputs, outputs, roles, responsibility, the SDLC and CSF, lifecycle alignment, system disposal, implementing disposal controls, organizational tracking, user notification, compliance, as well as references. If any of this doesn't look familiar to you, jump back to the video and watch those portions again. If it does make sense, you've made it to the end. The next thing we're going to talk about is preparing for the CAP certification exam. If you're taking the course, jump into the course material and dive deeper into this topic to fully understand it. In any case, it's been great to talk to you through this journey through the RMF 2.0.